Hey guys, it's Lisa. Welcome to Banning, Panning and Beyond and the Pan That Sign collab that I'm doing with Andrea from Pretty as a Peacock for May. So we have the Taurus palette, which you would have already seen in the thumbnail, but if not, I will make sure that I insert a picture of it, and I will also insert a picture of the palette that Andrea and I created. So again, this month we only used shades that we both have in our collections. So I will be putting a post up on Instagram at the end of the month, right after this video goes up, where it'll have all the shade names and all of that sort of stuff, and whatever looks that I create with the palette. So you can always head over there. The link is in my description box via Linktree, and yeah, you can go check them out if you're interested. So what I'm going to do is just get straight into the swatches. We decided to do a palette bingo, if my brain is going to function today. So yeah, Andrea had the honor of rolling the numbers which generated which shades we were going to use, and we have an unusual mix. So half the palette is green, half the palette is sort of more orangey warm shades. So I'm going to just swatch the 5 shades that we are using for this look. Now, who did I see recently? I think it was Miranda Lamb, when it comes to like duochromes and multichromes. So this is the shade Omega, and it is by, if I can read, because like I said, I'm a little bit brain dead. So it's a Luxie Beauty. Now it looks green there. Let me just grab my mirror. Oh, you can actually see it turning purple, I think. Well, I could from my angle. Anyway, so she held it up and she had the mirror near her, just and let's see whether or not we can. So it's green there, and you can see purple, green, purple. Hopefully you guys can see that, because I sure can. So yeah, we, like I said, we're limited, and we didn't necessarily get the best shades that we had in our collection, because there was a much nicer, in my opinion, dark green to use. But with palette bingo, you get what you get. So let's swatch this. So this is the first shade, and my nose is running. It is so cold here at the moment. I think I'm gonna have to jump off camera and wipe my nose. Now the next shade we had is Dragonfly by Terra Moon Cosmetics, and as soon as we identified which shades we were using in this palette bingo, Andrea and I were both kind of like, well, Andrea was definite. She was pretty sure she knew what she was going to do with the colors. And I have a fair idea as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see whether or not we end up using the same placements for the shades. Now this is Ethiopia. It's a single from Juvia's Place. It's a nice rich matte sort of terracotta-y sort of shade, I guess you would say. And yeah, there we go. Well, gone a bit patchy, but I'm sure it'll work on the eye just fine. Now I'm just going to clean my fingers off and dry them. And then we have Martian. It's a Colourpop single, so my dry fingers. Works well to have wet fingers with a with shimmers and stuff, but not so much with your mattes. So these are fairly close, but I think depending on what brush you use, how you apply them, I'm going to be able to get a bit of differentiation between those 2 shades. And then the last one, which is turning out to be one of my absolute favorite shades in my collection, and my fingers are all slippery. It's Caterpillar by Luxie Beauty. I'm just trying to read, so sure if you can read that, if it's going to focus or not. So not caterpillar, but caterpillar. So this one has actually popped up a few times when we've created our own palettes. So that is just such a beautiful shimmery shade. So yeah, so that is the color story that we are playing with. So I'm going to jump off camera. I'm going to wipe my nose, and I'm going to pop back and I'm going to create a look in fast forward, and then catch us all at the end. Okay, so that is the look so far. I forgot to mention that I did dip into this shade here, Ethiopia, for my blush, and I went in pretty light-handed. So not yeah, not hating the look so far, but obviously I need to jump off camera and finish up with a bit of eyeliner, mascara, highlight my brow, pick out a lippy. My lips are pretty terrible at the moment. They're very, very dry, so probably any lippy I put on is going to look absolute crap. But yeah, luckily the lighting in here is not showing it up either, because my skin, if you've seen my Mask Monday video from the 24th, because I'm not sure when this will go up, whether I'll get another Mask Monday in before then or not, probably not. So yeah, you'll know that what I'm treating my skin with, like all around here, is extremely dry, and I've only got one foundation, which is the Juvia's Place one, the velvety matte. That's the only one in my collection that I am using at the moment, that I feel safe to use, and I didn't wash all these off. So yeah, that foundation is probably good for people that have got oilier skin, but any sort of dry patches, it is just clinging so bad. So not something I would be wearing out in public, but obviously for YouTube I wanted to have some foundation on my skin, and the lighting sort of hides it. But yeah, it's really bad in these areas particular, and just in here. So anyway, enough of that. I am going to jump off camera and finish the look off, and I'll be back and let's see how it turns out in the end. And before I forget, make sure you go and check out Andrea's video as well to see what look she creates and whether or not we actually created the same look. Okay, so here is the finished look, and I think now that it's all been put together, with lippy and everything, I actually quite like it. I would not normally combine oranges and greens. So with this palette, like I've already done an all sort of warm toned side of the palette. I've done a look with that, which I really, really liked. And I knew that I was going to be doing a combined look for this video. So all I've got to do now is just do an all green look, and then I'll have used all, we've only did 11 shades this time, because that's all I could fit in my little Colourpop magnetic palette. But yeah, I think it turned out quite nice. Definitely the Terra Moons shade, Dragonfly, definitely the star of the show, and Caterpillar, which is not showing up real well. You can just see it on certain angles. Love, love, love. So probably no surprise there, because mattes don't really do it for me. And unfortunately, I don't think it's going to show up, but this shade here, Omega by Luxie, when I was doing my mascara, I could really see the purple shift in it. So yeah, so that's it. I was not 100% sure how this was going to turn out, but make sure you let me know whether this is the sort of color story you would go for without thinking twice, or would it be pushing it for you. I think it's fun to, you know, do different things and put colors together you wouldn't normally. So it's all about discovering your own style, what you're comfortable with. And yeah, I definitely would wear this. Wouldn't wear the foundation out because believe me, it looks really bad. But yeah, I look with the lippy and everything, yeah, I would be quite comfortable going out wearing this, I think. So yeah, so like I said, don't forget to go and check out Andrea's video. I will link it in the description box, and yeah, and make sure you go and check out our Instagram posts. Usually they're up within a day or two of this video getting posted. So yeah, hopefully you'll get to see the other looks that we create with this palette as well. Haven't taken a sneak peek at the next month's color story, so I like to always keep it a surprise. So yeah, but thank you for joining me. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.